All right, welcome Mayo Spartan hockey fans. Tonight's matchup features your Mayo Spartans against the Northfield Raiders. Northfield Raiders are coming in at 19-2 on the season. Last matchup, your Spartans fell to the Raiders 5-0 on an empty netter also. Competitive game up until the third period. I think it was 1-0 going into the third period. I'm joined tonight by Mason Hinchley. Mason, how are you doing tonight?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
You know, I'm going to try to be as exciting as Paul, but we'll see.
Yeah, you have some big shoes to fill with Paul Schneider. So Zam is off the ice. Teams should be hitting the ice shortly. And as seniors are winding down their high school hockey careers, so we'll be airing senior videos between periods. So Mason, you played last year for the Mayo Spartans. You decided to hang up the skates this year. Was that a tough decision for you?
Yeah, it definitely wasn't easy. I definitely, as I was telling you before we started this, coming to the games, I definitely miss it. I definitely miss the atmosphere and stuff. That's just what, the hockey to me is all about, is just the atmosphere, the fans coming out, your parents in the stands, your friends in the stands. But, yeah, I think I was just really wanting to focus on baseball, hoping to have a good senior year. So,
are you planning to play baseball after high school?
Yeah. I about 2-3 weeks ago, I committed to go to Anoka Ramsey up in Coon Rapids to go. I think I'm going to go for finance and then for baseball.
Okay, awesome. So lights are down, Spartans are taking the ice.
This was definitely my favorite part of coming to the home games, having these lights off and coming out with that big old spotlight.
Yeah, big shout out to Harry Huey for doing the spotlight for all the Spartan home games. I know Spartans have had illnesses running through the team. A lot of kids are battling some colds and flus. I know Colton Brandt's been under the weather for a while, so hopefully we can bounce back and be healthy and put together a competitive game against the Raiders. So Northfield, we have number 1, Riker Landon, starting. We have Levi Schmidt starting at D for Northfield. Carter Simon. Charlie Becker. Christian Whiteman. And Henry Weber starting at center. Caden Johnston starting in net. Joseph Villarama, glad he's back in the lineup after a hand injury. Sean Daniels at the other D. And Oliver Birch. Jesse Hendrickson. And Jacob Canfield. And we'll take a moment to do the national anthem. We'll be back shortly. All right, Spartans are hoping to build some momentum going into section playoffs, coming off of a 6-2 victory against Irondale on Saturday. Senior line of Canfield, Hendrickson, and Birch put together a solid performance. I think they accounted for the majority of our scoring that game.
These three guys were always my favorite to watch when I was either on the bench or just here in the stands, because they grew up playing together, at least on one team together, so they have a pretty good bond, I feel. So these three guys are probably my favorite line to watch. They're always flying around. You got Birch throwing bodies out there. Jesse's the speed guy, and then you got Jacob, Mr. Penalty Minutes, but he's out there trying his best.
Yeah, they had some good chemistry the last few games. So Spartans have just struggled to score in general, so it's good to see that we're putting together some solid games, a good offensive performance. So puck drop is underway. Puck is sent in deep by your Spartans.
Birch centers.
If Daniels at the point, he sends that back and down low. Takes a Graham 1 bounce and ends up in the slot. Northfield moves that out, but sent in deep by Hendrickson again. Birch in on the forecheck. Northfield gets behind the defenseman, comes in on a break shot. Saved by Johnston. Turned aside, rebound. Northfield walks in, chips it in low. Daniels picks it up. He flips it up and out of the zone. Almost picked off by Daniels. Hodge fires that in low. Stopped by the Northfield goaltender behind the net. Kept in by Gargalo. Sharp angle, centering pass. Deflected. Northfield comes in. They send it in deep. A battle along the half wall. Chipped up and out by Hodge. Gargalo sends that in deep. Spartans get a change. Northfield stretches that. The blue line, walks in the zone, tries a center. That's broken up. Knocked down by Brady. He can't quite find it, though. Dinsmore goes back in the corner. Goes his partner. Intercepted, centered. Brady tries to move it up, off target. Pass goes through everyone, and that's going to be an icing. So 15-18 will have a face-off to the left-hand side of Caden Johnston. We have the Brady line out, so that's Wyatt Brady, Henry Colura, and Gavin Clark. Brady steps in on the face-off. He wins that back to Daniels. Daniels rims that puck around hard. Chipped up and out by Kalura. Northfield goes back to retrieve. Tries to drop it. Picked off. Walked out. Sharp angle shot goes off the side of the net. Gavin Clark hounding the Northfield forwards. Puck is picked up by Huseth. He tries to move to Clark. Rolls off his stick. Northfield comes in. Loose puck on the dot. Huseth is hauled down, no call.
Oh, ref just fell down too. They took the ref down.
Huseth took out the ref on the way. Daniels comes around the net, looking to make a move, goes cross ice to Piddock. Piddock sends that in deep. Birch in on the forecheck along with Huey. Northfield flips that up and out of the zone. That's not going to make it for an ice, so Hodge has to retrieve. He reverses, sends it to Villarama. Villarama cross ice to Birch. Birch is hounded from behind. Northfield crosses Spartan zone, but nice stick play by Villarama is able to knock that puck off the Northfield's player's stick. Northfield back in the zone, looks to center. Sharp angle shot, saved by Johnston. Another shot, blocked. return, and Birch sends that the length of the ice. And we'll have another icing with 13:43 left in the first.
So were you a hockey kid growing up, or were you just...
I did, yes. Yep, I am from Two Harbors. I play for Two Harbors Agates.
Were you a goalie, or Colton
No.
picked that up on his own?
Colton picked that up on his own. I was not a goalie, although I enjoyed playing goalie in my younger years. Puck in the corner, centered, broken up. Hendrickson tries to get it out, but takes a bounce off of Daniels. Johnson makes a nice save on that one, on the redirection. Northfield walks around the circle, cycles it back, out to the D. Northfield centers it, intercepted by Hendrickson. Hendrickson comes out, goes cross ice, just through Canfield's skates. Hendrickson, nice job at the blue line to break up that play. Puck comes out, bouncing puck. Gargalo in the scrum. Whitman for Northfield walks out, makes a little move, still with the puck.
Jesus. It looks
Puck
like
is
I think
still
he's going
loose.
to be called for a trip there, yeah.
Yeah, someone's going to the box. I couldn't tell if it was Caden's pad that got him or if it was a stick. We can watch the replay, though.
It looks like Canfield's getting sent to the box, too. He must...
Why did they take two?
What?
I'll have to wait for the call on that one. Unfortunately, that means it's going to be a 5-on-3. Northfield with possession, moves it up top. Northfield in the corner, moves out to the D. Shot, fan, one-timer. Puck still loose, another shot. That's deflected wide. Puck comes out to the point. Northfield centers, just off target. And number 14 for Northfield was camped on the back door, wide open. Northfield working that puck down low, looking for that backdoor pass. So number 14 Becker on the back door. Cross ice, one-timer, blocked. Nice job by Hodge on that block. Northfield working up high, in tight, tries to go cross, and that puck ends up under Johnston. He's able to freeze that for a face-off.
So it sounds like Dinsmore got a tripping penalty, and then Canfield, they got him for unsportsmanlike conduct.
He must have had some choice words after that call. Daniels in on the draw. Puck in the corner. Northfield tries to send it up high. It's in some skates, and that comes out of the zone with 50 seconds left on the 5-on-3. We have Benjamin from Northfield. Goes cross ice. Back to Pumper. Pumper
Good
shot.
block.
Blocked by
Oh, yeah,
Kazmarzinski, and that one's going to sting. Takes one for the team there. We got Benjamin all alone. Puck rolls off his stick. Nice stick work by Daniels. He's able to clear with 20 seconds left on the 5-on-3. So Northfield will get one more rush before the power play expires for
That's
them.
going to be an ice. No? Okay.
That'll leave 9 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Spartans. So the last time these two teams played, it was a penalty-filled game also. I know towards the middle of the third period, there was also a little scrum in front of the net that caused a couple of ejections. We have Clark stepping in on the face-off. He wins it back to Villarama. Villarama chips that in deep, and that should do it for the penalty kill.
That was just a great penalty kill right there. Took a lot of block shots and
Shot,
good save
by Johnston.
Caden. Flashing the leather right there and just.
Yeah, Spartans are still looking for their first shot of the game. Loose puck along the half wall. Scooped up by Klura, who flips that up and out of the zone. No icing there. Brady in the corner, bouncing puck. Clark sends that low. Northfield through the neutral zone, shot, saved by Johnston. We have Pittock stepping in on this face-off. Loose puck on the dot, sent in the near side corner. Daniels back to retrieve. Tries to hit his partner, but just off target. Pittock rims that puck around. Birch not able to handle it. Northfield to regroup. Through the neutral zone with some speed. They drive wide behind the net. Moves it up high. Walking around the dots. Shot. Blocked. Pisano picks it up. He tries to chip it out. Kept in by Northfield. Puck is still bouncing. Northfield collects that puck. They regroup. Cross ice. 1-on-2 entering the zone. Little toe drag. Saved by
Good
Johnston.
save.
Puck is cleared by the Spartans. Yeah, Northfield didn't get a stick on that one, so we'll have a face-off in the Raiders zone with 9:08 left in the first period. You have the Canfield line out there with Hendrickson and Birch. Dinsmore and Huseth at the point.
Canfield wins it back, but it's taken by Northfield. Good stick by Huseth.
Huseth able to break up that play. Dinsmore in the corner working against a Raider. Canfield rims that around to Hendrickson. Drops it to Huseth, knocked off his stick. Shot by Peters, and that beats Johnston in the 5-hole, and Northfield goes up 1-0. So just a loose puck along the half wall. Northfield's able to gain possession of it, walk through a defender's legs, and come in uncontested against Johnston. Able to beat him 5-hole. Of Ethan Daniels in on the draw. Kanjmar, Zinski, and Gargalo. Loose puck sent in by Northfield. Number 15, Peters in hard for Northfield. Puck comes out. Shot from the point. Stopped by Johnston. Rebound in the slot. Cleared by, picked up by Hodge. Hodge on one guy in the corner. Ethan Daniels goes back to Villarama. Villarama back to Daniels, just a little in front of him. Sent in deep by Cash Marzinski. Northfield comes out of the zone. They send it back in deep. Pisano back. He reverses. A little too hard for Clark. Shot from the point. Blocker to the corner. Chipped out. Northfield in corner, sends it up high.
Good block. 2 blocks for Gargoyle.
So we're almost 10 minutes through the first period, and Spartans are still looking for their first shot on net. A lot of D-zone time for the Spartans, which usually is a very tiring zone to play in. Puck has one forward. Brady in after it.
Oh, big hit right there along the Northfield bench.
Huseth, round one guy. Sends it in low. Kalura in after it. Reversed by Northfield. Northfield goes cross ice. Kalura makes a move. Comes in. Sends it cross ice.
Centering pass.
Just through past Gavin Clark. Now Pumper for Northfield looks to center. It's broken up by Hodge. Clark tries to move it up to Piddock. Piddock chips it around. 2-on-1 opportunity. Moves it over to Villarama. Villarama back to Piddock. Loose puck.
They score! They score! Mayo ties it with a pass from Villarama over to Piddock. Looked like the goalie had it, but I think it just snuck right by him.
We watched the replay on that one. Yeah, goalie made the initial save, and it was just a bouncing puck in the slot. I didn't see who came in and cleaned up the rebound. We'll see who they credit the goal to. So Mayo ties it up on their second shot of the game. So hopefully we can build a little momentum off of that one.
Here
Birch
comes Birch
working
and
around
Canfield.
Northfield. Flipped in the Spartan zone by Northfield. Canfield back. Knocks his guy to the ice. Knocks his guy to the ice again. Picked up by Hendrickson, who hits Birch in the back of the skates.
And it does sound like they gave it to Fion.
Canfield fires that in deep. Gargalo in on the forecheck.
Staked by
Broken
Daniels.
up by Daniels. Northfield comes out of the zone. Poke check by Kashmarzinski. Drops it to Gargalo. Kashmarzinski comes in. Shot. That goes over the net. Sent in the corner by Dinsmore. Dinsmore battling along the half wall. Northfield goes behind their net. They'll flip it up and out of the zone, but they got somebody behind them. Johnson can't decide if he wants to get him or not. He's forced to make a fantastic save against the Northfield forward. Daniels comes in, makes a move around one guy, puck behind the net. He leaves it. Northfield looking to stretch that ice again. Intercepted by Kalura. Kalura makes a little shimmy move. Comes out, looks to center it. Centers it hard. No one home. Clark. Puck bounces off his stick.
Good D by Villarama right there.
Clark knocks his guy down. Last time these two teams met, it was a very physical game too. Hodge tried to hit Brady, but Brady was cut in the middle of the ice, and that's going to go the length of the ice. 4:08 left. We'll have a face-off to the left-hand side of Johnston. Piddock steps in for this faceoff. Loose puck on the faceoff dot, sent in the corner. Huey in the corner. Northfield walks out of the corner with it. Moves it over to Pumper for Northfield. Sends it towards the net. Doesn't make it. Northfield tries to center. Goes off the back of the net. Northfield looking cross ice. Broken up. Now Birch tries to hit Huey cutting through, but that's just in front of him. Northfield hit that stretch pass again, coming in, tries to center, broken up. Birch up to Piddock. Piddock tries to drop it back, no one home. Works around him, 2-on-1. Broken up by Northfield. Piddock sends that in low, bouncing puck. Birch does a spinner M and fires it towards the net, that goes wide. Huseth is able to knock it down to the blue line. The Spartans have to retreat and tag up. Hendrickson over to Dinsmore. Dinsmore off the boards. Birch is able to get a stick on it. Hendrickson in the forecheck. Birch trying to dig the puck out of some skates. Now Northfield will exit the zone. Makes a move around one guy.
Misses.
Hendrickson turn is able to clear that. Riley for Northfield centers it. Bounces off. There's stick. Stewart moves it over to Kennelly. Hodge to Canfield. Canfield goes cross ice to Birch. Birch tries to go cross ice, but no one is home except Northfield. Stewart comes in the zone. Shot. That's blocked before it gets to Johnston. And that's sent all the way down the ice with 1:48 left in the first period. So the Daniels line out there, Daniels, Gargalo, and Cash Marzinski with Bizzano and Daniels at defense. Daniels wins that puck back. He sends it back to his brother, Sean. Gargalo not able to get that out of the zone. Northfield drops it back. Shot. That goes over the net. Battle along the half wall with Gargalo and Cash Marzinski. Loose puck ends up on Bassano's stick. Bassano moves it to his partner, picked off by Northfield. Still battling for possession. Gargalo will retreat back. Makes one move, has his pocket picked. And that'll be offsides with 1:08 left in the first period. Brady steps in on the draw. He has possession, tries to go cross ice, picked off by Northfield. Northfield enters the zone, shot, deflected. That rims around the boards. Bouncing puck, picked up by Northfield, centered.
Ooh.
Bouncing puck, still
What a
bouncing.
save by,
still
what a
bouncing.
save by Caden.
Shot, that goes wide.
Looked like Caden got his right pad just laid down on the ice perfectly right there.
Another 2-on-1 broken up by Huseth there. Huseth up to Kalura. Kalura's hooked. They got that one. And Spartans are going to go on the power play with 14 seconds left in the first. Fans are excited about that call. And that's going to be looks like number 12 for Northfield. Henry Weber going to the box for hooking. And Spartans will send out power play 1. Birch, Canfield, Huseth, Daniels, and Hendrickson. Loose puck on the dot. Northfield with possession. They'll kill some time and flip that up and out. And Daniels will just eat that puck in the corner and go into the locker room with a 1-1 tie against Northfield. So Spartans, when they return the second period, will have 1:46 left on the power play. So we'll have a quick word from our sponsors, and we'll watch more senior videos, and we'll catch you back after the Zamboni.
When you buy a car from Penn's Automotive, sure, the lifetime powertrain warranty is important. You love the 7-day, 700-mile return policy, and the certified technicians and the on-site body shop let you know your vehicle is in good hands. But the real reason? The complimentary car washes with every vehicle. You know what's better than going through a free car wash? Going through it in the car, and we provide those too.
Hillers Flooring America, your flooring destination.
Whether you're looking for carpet, pre-finished wood,
Ceramic tile, stone, laminates.
Waterproof, luxury vinyl plank and tile.
Come to Hillers, 2909 South Broadway. We're friends.
My name is Jake Kirsch. I'm the Director of Performance here at ETS Rochester. We've been super fortunate to collaborate with Mayo boys hockey for the last 6 years since we came to town. We've served dozens of the athletes that came through that program that have gone on to do amazing things, and it's been awesome to facilitate their training and help set them up for success.
My greatest change has been my speed. I've gotten a lot quicker. I'm a goalie, so I get to the puck quicker. Overall, I just feel a lot more comfortable. I feel a lot stronger, more confident. Training at ETS is more like one-on-one with the coaches. In other places, it's normally just one coach and like 20 kids.
I feel like the coaches push us a lot more here than at like any other gym.
I'd say the atmosphere is more intense.
I like how we have our own sheet here at ETS, individualized for each person to help us get better at what we need to get better at.
Something that's super important with hockey players and the exposures they get throughout the year of always being on the ice and playing is taking care of their body, and we're super fortunate to be the ones helping keep their bodies resilient, strong, fast, so they can take the athleticism development that they've gotten with us and transfer it to the ice. So with hockey specifically, all the opportunity to play throughout the year where they're always on the ice takes a ton of wear and tear on their body. And so with us being able to individualize programs that are built out, whether they're in season, out of season, helps keep them fast, keep them strong, keep them resilient so they can handle the demands of sport.
Yeah, being here at ETS, really it feels like a family.
So from our team at ETS Rochester, we wish our Spartans good luck this year. Go dominate.
My name is Paige, and I'm one of the senior managers for Mayo Boys Hockey. My favorite memory is probably the first practice where I watched fish fall off the ice. Some advice I'd give to future managers is probably that it's not as hard as it really seems, and people will make it seem a lot harder than it actually is.
Hi, my name is Presley. I'm a Mayo boys hockey manager. Bus rides to the away games, they're always fun. There's always super good energy, a lot of laughs, and it's just really fun. Don't overthink it. It's not as hard as you think. Stats are super easy, and just have fun with it. You know, it's going to be a rough ride, but it'll be really fun.
I'm Jacob Canfield. I'm a captain and a senior forward, number 20.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, or Mr. Nice Guy, Mr. Mean Guy? I don't know if I have one, but what I always will think of is he's one of those guys when the bad guy doesn't want to give him the puck, he's going to take it, and he's going to toll a cost in that guy. I love the sort of physical, nasty. I mean, he's not a big dude, but he generates leverage. He is strong. He's one of those guys that you kind of dancing on the edge of the cliff. You got to play hard. The best game, his best version of his game is intense, hard, right at the edge, and I think that at times the refs don't like him. I understand him. I think I say all this stuff, and he's also the one kid that I think that you would see first out of the locker room, high-fiving mites and squirts and younger guys. He's just, to me, he's just a hockey player. Like, our sport sometimes is rough and tough and tumble, and he's one of them.
One of my favorite hockey memories is last year, bus rides up to Duluth and playing up there. We got to spend 3 or 4 hours on a bus ride up there with just the guys, and got to play some games up there, and really nice rinks up there to play, and so it was fun.
I'll miss him because I totally understand Jacob. Jacob is one of those guys that his fire and compassion is what makes him great, or his passion, fire and passion, make him great. They're the same things that can hurt him at times. Having guys that are that intense are very rare, and they're very valuable to teams.
Always do the little things. Little things are very important when coming up to high school hockey, so make sure you get those down first.
In your pregame tune list, or whatever you kids call it now, maybe you should listen to Elsa sing Let It Go. Let It Go. And then maybe, and that's just my preference, no more tattoos. No more.
All right, we're back, folks. Spartans are starting the second period on the power play. There's a minute 46 left on their power play. On a hooking call to number 12 from Northfield, Henry Weber. So Spartans are taking the ice. So Mason, what do you miss most about hockey?
I think just like the bonding with the guys and like conversations that you would have before and after the games, or like on bus rides, or I don't know, just like inside jokes that like you and your teammates would only have, like those, like just like the team aspect of it. Loved playing with all the guys that I played with, and yeah.
How's the baseball season looking this year?
You know, I think we're gonna be pretty good. Pretty much our entire starting lineup, they all played together growing up and stuff, and we got a pretty senior heavy team. So we're hoping to make a good run to state this year. So
I hope so too. There are a lot of baseball players on the hockey team. I know both my boys, Colton and Weston, play. Liam Birch, Ollie Bassano, Jacob Canfield's playing this year too, right?
I'm not 100% sure if he's gonna be playing it. I think he's debating on if he's gonna want to work or play baseball. But
okay. Canfield enters his zone. He's ridden off the puck, still loose in the corner. He's battling for possession. Again, Spartans are on the power play. Villarama shot from the point, and that's blockered to the corner by the Northfield goaltender. Villarama is able to kick that in the zone, but they are able to knock that out. 7 coming in. Oh, no call on that one. Villarama got him at the last minute with a stick and sent him into the boards. We'll watch that on replay. No call on that one. Definitely in favor of the Spartans. So Northfield just able to knock that puck up, and 7 goes into the breakaway. You can see Villarama gets in on him just at the last minute, is able to knock that puck off his stick and send him in the boards, and no call.
I think that was more of a Caden Johnson's pad tripped him up. I don't think Villarama's stick got up in there. It looked like he went to go play the puck and just lifted the stick, and I think he tripped over Caden's pad.
Either way, a non-call for your Spartans. So they'll still have a minute left in the power play. Daniel sends that back to Hodge. Hodge drops it to Villarama. Kashmarzinski. Puck is still loose. Sent back down into the Spartan zone by Northfield. Daniels will reverse it. Send it back to Villarama. Villarama up to Kashmarzinski. He'll send it in deep, and Gargalo in on the forecheck. Got 4 Spartans down low right now. We'll have to be careful. Puck out to Daniels. Shot is blocked by Gargalo before it makes it to the net.
10 seconds left on the Spartan power play.
Daniels walks in, throws it towards the net, broken up by Northfield. Power play ends. Number 12 from Northfield jumps out of the box and goes to retrieve that puck. He's battling against Kashmarzinski. Northfield turns, fires. Broken up by Kashmarzinski, sent back out to the point. Northfield defenseman can't handle it. Northfield comes back in the zone. Shot, saved by Johnson.
Beats him 5-hole, looks like.
And Northfield's able to pick up that rebound. We go up 2-1 with 14:37 left. Johnson's able to make the initial save, but nobody just picked up the guy coming in for the rebound. Northfield with possession off the face-off. Rim that around. Almost kept in by Villarama. Northfield possession off the face-off, trying to stretch the ice again. Kalura chips that into the zone. Ethan Daniels in hard after. I'm sorry, Gavin Clark in after that one. Northfield fires that all the way down the ice. Stepping over your Spartans, we have Piddock, Birch, and Huey with Huseth and Dinsmore. Loose puck on the dot. Northfield pass off target, and we'll have another icing. We'll do it all over again. Piddock. Mayo's not winning a lot of face-offs this game. Same with the JV game. They struggle to win face-offs. Again, Northfield trying to stretch the ice. This one's not going to make it all the way down. Centering pass is broken up. Birch cross ice to Huseth. Huseth chips it up. Northfield goes D to D. Pass off target, and that's going to go the length of the ice. Got the Daniels line out there. Centering. Cash Mrzinski shot. That goes over the net. He cycles it down low to Gargalo. Puck pops out to Daniels. Shot. That's a blocker save. Northfield will flip that out of their zone. And we'll have another icing. So Mayo with some good sustained pressure as of late, forcing Northfield to ice the puck several times.
Looks like we got that Canfield line back out with Birch and Hendrickson.
Yeah, hopefully that line will connect something soon. I don't think they've had a quality scoring chance yet this game. Villarama behind his own net. Hendrickson trying to chip it out. Oh, Hodge misses that loose puck. Northfield coming in, shot. That goes over the net. Puck still loose. Northfield tries the center, broken up by Villarama. He'll reverse it back behind his own net. Chipped around. Hendrickson can't quite handle it. 2-0 in front of the net. Northfield mishandles. And now 2-on-1 opportunity the other way. Canfield coming down.
Oh.
Centering pass just off target. Nice back check by number 22 for Northfield to break up that opportunity.
Just after you say it, that line gets two good scoring opportunities right there, but could not connect.
Yeah, it was a nice job. I think it was number 22, Oliver Benjamin from Northfield. Did a nice job on the back check, tying up Hendrickson. The ice felt a little tilted the first period in favor of Northfield and seems to be evening out a little bit in the second. So battle in the corner. Nobody can seem to find the puck. Huseth picks it up. He reverses. Centering pass broken up by Dinsmore. Goes through the slot. Brady in after it. He tries to chip it out. Goes through everyone. Kalura in after it. Rides his guy into the boards. Clark into assist. Daniels out to the point. Shot from the point. Goes wide. And that's going to go all the way back into the Spartan zone. Bassano tries to drop it back. Picked up by Piddick. Piddick goes cross ice to Birch. Birch 1-on-3. He drives wide. Puck is knocked off his stick. Bassano in. Fires it towards the net. That goes through the slot. Huey in. Throws it to the near side corner. Birch battling against a couple Raiders. Piddock tries to center in some skates. Centering again. Broken up by Northfield. Bassano. Shot. Blocker saved by Northfield through traffic. Nice save. Bassano, another shot through traffic. Saved by Northfield.
Got to keep the pressure on there, wanting to clear and get it out and get a change.
Yep, now Northfield coming in 1-on-2. They'll stop. Hodge is able to corral that puck momentarily. Sent in deep. Hodge again. Chip to the D, kept in by Northfield. Northfield working in the corner. In the slot, picked up by Kennelly for Northfield. He works it out to the D. Over to Schmidt. Schmidt shot towards net. Blocked by Hodge. Another centering pass broken up by Villarama. Spartans struggling to get this puck out of the zone. Northfield will drop it back. Centering pass, wide open. Shot and a goal. So sustained pressure by Northfield. Roster's D-zone responsibilities, and they're able to put the puck in the net to go up 3-1 midway through the second period. So that's number 7 for Northfield. 2 Spartans right around them, but nobody had a stick on them. Daniels line out. Face-off is won. Gargalo tries to move it up to Clark. Daniels chips it up. It's Pumper for Northfield. He's bothered by Gargalo. Puck is flipped up, but it's pawed down by Huseth. Northfield coming in. They got a forward wide open in front of the net. Still wide open. Huseth up to Gargalo. Gargalo gets a stick and deflects it into the neutral zone. Gargalo still battling on the near side boards. Simon for Northfield. Over to his D partner, who makes one move through the neutral zone. Picked up by Gargalo. 2-on-4. Tries to get it towards the net. Still with possession, turns and fires it. That goes wide. Daniels shot, tipped, loose puck through the slot. Bassano pinches.
Looked like there was some.
We got some extra, a little extracurriculars happening by the Mayo bench between Daniels and a Northfield player. And that play is whistled dead for offsides.
I don't know how that was offsides there. That looked like it was touched by a Northfield player and then brought out of the zone by said Northfield player. I think that's what the two linesmen over there are talking about.
I think it was just a deflection off a Northfield player. The puck ended up back in the zone. I think they have to have possession of the puck and enter the zone, and then it's not offsides. But nonetheless, I think the Spartan coaches will try to argue it and see if we can get a face-off inside the zone. We have the Brady line out with Kalura and Clark. We have Villaram and Hodge at the point. Referees are explaining the calls to both the coaches. Northfield with possession off the face-off. Cross ice, moves it up. Back in the Northfield zone. It's flipped up. Hodge with possession comes through. He's being hooked, tries to shoot. Puck is still loose in the slot. Chipped up by Northfield. They have a streaking number 7 coming in.
Oh, what a save by Johnston right there. Coming all the way across crease.
Number 7 for Northfield is driving hard to the net. Neither Spartans are able to catch up with him, get a stick on him. Battle in the corner. Hodge tries to fire it in the slot, intercepted by Northfield. Glove down by Johnston.
That looks like it got redirected off of one of our guys' sticks, but Caden's able to find it and knock it down.
It's kind of a changeup coming in on him. Fooled him a little bit.
For sure.
Oh, we have the Pittock line out. Northfield wins that draw again. Shot from the point. Turned aside by Johnston. Dinsmore working against a Raider in the corner. Puck comes out. Huey out hard. Puck does come out of the zone, so Northfield will have to regroup. Got 2 Spartans in on the forecheck, which if Northfield hustles, it could generate an odd man rush the other way. Play broken up by Huseth. Almost turned over in the corner. Up to Huey. Huey gets that puck in the Northfield zone. Northfield reverses. Loose puck. Huey moves it over to Pittock. Pittock can't get a shot off. He's looking for a hook or a slash. Puck sent around by Northfield. Hit by Huey as he was changing, though. Sent into the corner by Johnston. Huseth will reverse that to the near side corner to his partner. Dinsmore tries to move it over Gargalo. Intercepted by Northfield. Northfield in the corner. Daniels and Huseth battling for that puck. Squirts out. Huseth trying to grab that puck. Northfield walking in, backhanded opportunity.
Whoa!
And
looks like some extracurricular activities are going to be going on here.
Drive the net and go over Johnston, and then got a little scrum going on behind the net. We'll see how many they take from each side. Watch that replay from Northfield. I don't know if the forward was pushed into Johnston.
Yeah, it looked like the forward was pushed in by, I believe,
yeah,
Huseth,
definitely got hit from behind and pushed into Johnston.
or Gargoyle, one of the two.
So it looks like we'll have one from each side going in the box. Number 2, Colton Husef, as well as let's see here. It's Whiteman for Northfield. So number 11, Christian Whiteman. So we'll play 5-on-5. Daniels battling in the corner. Puck in the slot. Picked up by Gargalo. Up to Cash Marzinski. Cash Marzinski will chip that into the zone. Gargalo in hard after it. Loose puck in the slot. Not quite on Bassano's forehand, otherwise he would have had an opportunity in the slot. Daniel goes back. He drops it to Bassano. Bassano to Cash Marzinski, who chips it to Gargalo. Bouncing puck at the blue line. Gargalo gains possession. Comes through. Tries to move it up Cash Marzinski. Northfield loses an edge behind the net. Centering pass by Cash Marzinski. Canfield tries to move it up to the D.
Canfield losing his stick and his helmet.
They got to blow it dead. Anytime a player loses their helmet, they got to blow the play dead immediately. So we'll have a face-off inside the Northfield zone. Looks like the Brady line is coming out. Looks like I got a comment from the Andersons. They're missing Watch and Mason between the pipes. Brady in the corner, moves it over to Clark. Clark moves it back to Brady. Brady out to the D. Hodge makes a move around one guy. Clark tries to, I don't know what he's doing with there. Heavy hit in the corner, and Kalura is going to go to the box.
Got him for a charge, it looks like.
And Spartans will go on the penalty kill with 4:01 left in the second period, down 3-1. Canfield's able to collect that loose puck and send it down into the Northfield zone. Riley for Northfield goes behind the net. Moves it up to Stewart. Northfield coming in the zone, makes a power move towards the net. Loose puck in the slot, comes out to Riley at the point. Riley walks in, shot. That's gloved down by Johnston. Now we have Pittock and Hendrickson out of the penalty kill, along with Villarama and Hodge. Hodge is able to clear that. Nice clear. Looks like we have some Century fans that made their way into Graham 1. Must be intermission for the Century game right now. Kennelly at the point. Moves it to Riley. Riley over to Stewart. Stewart whiffs on the pass. Hodge is hooked. No call. Kennelly walks to the middle, moves it to Riley. They scissor, drop it back to Kennelly. Kennelly walks in, chips it towards the net. Puck is still loose. Knocked aside by Pittock, but kept in by Northfield. Northfield moves it up high to Kennelly. Kennelly back to Stewart. Up top to Riley. Down to Stewart. They scissor back in the corner. 30 seconds left in the penalty kill. Villarama is able to knock that puck down and send it down the ice and allow the penalty kill to get a change. We have Liam Birch and Kellen Huey out, along with Sean Daniels and Oliver Bassano. Centering pass by Northfield goes through the slot. Huey over to Birch. Birch walks in, shot. Saved by the Northfield goaltender, and we're back to full strength. Kalura's out of the box, so we're back to 5-on-5. Huseth and Whiteman are still in the box from their coincidental roughs. Centering pass, shot deflected. Nice block by Birch. So bouncing puck. Corralled by Northfield. Northfield moves it back down low. Try to go cross ice in the slot. They have their stick lifted by Huey. Birch trying to gain possession, still centered. Now Daniels with it, he's hounded. Trying to get to the red line so he can send it deep, and he does.
Looks like the Spartan fans there wanted.
So there was a call. Northfield will have possession of the puck, so I'm inclined to say it's a Northfield penalty. But it was a really nice job by Sean Daniels to fight through that check by the Northfield player to get to the red line and be able to send that in deep so it wasn't an ice. So referees are having a conversation. Now, the referee that had his arm up was kind of a late call, so I don't know if he saw that hit on Daniels or if he saw something else. We have 1:08 left in the second period. Did you get any penalties last year as a goalie, Mason?
I did. I actually had a couple roughing penalties. One in Owatonna, rough game. Towards the end of the game, I let my emotions get to me and maybe hit the dude on the back with my blocker a little too hard. And then same thing against Mankato East. Let my emotions get to the best of me, and me and a kid got into it in front of the net. So yeah, I think I had 2, maybe 3, but not 100% sure. I think it was only 2.
Referees are still discussing this with Northfield, but referees set up in the Northfield zone, so I believe it's going to be a Spartan power play. I think they're trying to figure out who committed the infraction and who has to go to the bench. We'll have to wait for the call over the loudspeaker because the referee didn't make a signal for it. So it's a big power play for Spartans going into the third period.
I'm going to guess either an elbow here or roughing.
Face-off is one in the corner. Sent out to the point by Daniels. Villarama walks, sends it down to Cash Marzinski. Back to Villarama. Villarama towards the net. Blocker saved by the Northfield goaltender and is sent down the ice. Villarama will have to go back. He's pressured hard by number 9. That's Stewart for Northfield. And that forces Daniel to rim it to the near side corner. So picked up by Daniels or Villarama. Northfield wide open in front of the net.
What a save by Caden right there.
Cash Marzinski along the half wall, moves it to the point. Daniel's shot, that goes over the net. 15 seconds left.
Sounded like an illegal poke. I don't know what that means. I have never once heard an illegal poke as a penalty before.
Yeah, that's a new one for me if that was the official call. So Spartans are going to go into the locker room down 1-3. Shots in favor of Northfield, 23-10. But they'll come into the third period on the power play, so hopefully you can score a quick one while they're on the power play and cut that deficit to 1 goal. So we'll take a break. We'll have a word from our sponsors, and we'll watch more senior videos, and we will be back shortly.
Hillers Flooring America, your flooring destination.
Whether you're looking for carpet, pre-finished wood,
ceramic tile, stone, laminates.
Waterproof luxury vinyl plank and tile.
Come to Hillers, 2909 South Broadway. We're friends.
My name is Jake Kirsch. I'm the Director of Performance here at ETS Rochester. We've been super fortunate to collaborate with Mayo boys hockey for the last 6 years since we came to town. We've served dozens of the athletes that came through that program that have gone on to do amazing things, and it's been awesome to facilitate their training and help set them up for success.
My greatest change has been my speed. I've gotten a lot quicker. I'm a goalie, so I get to the puck quicker. Overall, I just feel a lot more comfortable. I feel a lot stronger, more confident. Training at ETS is more like one-on-one with the coaches. In other places, it's normally just one coach and like 20 kids.
I feel like the coaches push us a lot more here than at like any other gym.
I'd say the atmosphere is more intense.
I like how we have our own sheet here at ETS, individualized for each person to help us get better at what we need to get better at.
Something that's super important with hockey players and the exposures they get throughout the year of always being on the ice and playing is taking care of their body, and we're super fortunate to be the ones helping keep their bodies resilient, strong, fast, so they can take the athleticism development that they've gotten with us and transfer it to the ice. So with hockey specifically, all the opportunity to play throughout the year where they're always on the ice takes a ton of wear and tear on their body. And so with us being able to individualize programs that are built out, whether they're in season, out of season, helps keep them fast, keep them strong, keep them resilient so they can handle the demands of sport.
Yeah, being here at ETS, really it feels like a family.
So from our team at ETS Rochester, we wish our Spartans good luck this year. Go dominate.
My name is Kellen Huey. I'm a right wing, number 16.
Fast. Fast. There was a game last year where I don't know if someone else got injured. Somebody came out of the lineup and we were making a really late adjustment. And I walked into the locker room and said, "Where's Kellen?" And he's in the shower. So I'm shouting from the outside of the shower. I said, "Hey, Kellen, you want to dress for varsity?" And he was already in the shower and he goes, "No." So I turned and walked out and found someone else. And no less than 3.5 minutes later, Kellen shows up on the bench. And we're like, "Kellen, we can only have 21 or 20 guys on the bench. We can't have 21. He goes, "But you said I could play." So we had to send him back, which was sort of a funny story. But I think he just said no, didn't think about it, and then came running because he wanted to play.
Probably beating Century this year. We haven't beat them in a long time, and it was just really nice to beat our crosstown rivals. It was a moment I've been waiting for a long time. So.
I think his positive, steady demeanor. he shows up all the time. Same attitude, resilient, steady. I think that's one of the traits that a lot of our team needs to improve. He's around and he does a good job at being calm through the storm.
Just don't be afraid to interact with the seniors and the juniors on the team. Getting to know everyone is really nice.
Yeah, I saw a video the other day of if anyone's ever seen the sport bandy, where they play on that giant hockey rink, and they always put these highlights of these rocket fast guys skating like the 100 yards. I don't even know how big that rink is, but it's enormous. He could kill people at that sport. Just go out there, skate as fast as he can.
I'm Max Gargoyle. I'm number 9, senior, play left wing.
Cool guy. My favorite memory of Max. I look forward to these kind of things, so this could be a little cheeky here, but when they come back when they're a few years older, almost through college, I will point out his ever versatile ability to find a new excuse for being late or tardy. Hopefully by then he's figured that out. I will also say is another good memory of Max. He's always got a good joke, or he's always smiling, and he's I think in the room sort of the man, the guy that's making the work fun for the other guys.
My favorite hockey memory is probably sophomore year. Played Century in the section game, Gram 4. It was totally packed. It was a good time. Good hard fought battle.
His ability to make it fun. I think he's having fun. He likes being with the boys. Just those guys just making the monotony of the day in, the day out practices are they're rare guys. I also will miss his hairstyle. I think he spends a lot of time doing his hair, and it looks exactly like mine would coming out of bed.
Keep your head up, come in with a good attitude. Trust the coaches and all the players. You might not be on the line you want to be or where you want to be in your sport, but just keep your head up, trust everyone around you. We're all here to support you.
Don't take any opportunity for granted. That's the serious one. The funny one is this, Max. Go buy the most expensive watch you can, the coolest one ever. It'll make you look cool, but it'll also help you be on time.
And we are back. Spartans enter the third period down 2 goals to Northfield. But they will start the third period on the power play. They have 52 seconds left in the power play. So hopefully they can capitalize on that early. Mason, you remember what the score was when you guys played Northfield last year?
I believe it was something along the lines of like 10-0 or like 9-1. So I mean, it was a lot prettier. This game's a lot prettier than the one last year.
Yeah, they had 2 competitive games in Northfield. I mean, the first game it was 1-0 going into the third period. And then it was a penalty-filled third period with a lot of special teams and 4-on-4 action. So it ended up being 5-0 with 1 empty net goal. So Spartans are trending in the right direction.
We just have to have a clean third period. Stay out of the box would be ideal. Let them take the stupid penalties, and I think just capitalize on that.
Yeah, they got to be disciplined. Stay out of the box. Hendrickson here in the near side corner. Leaves it to Canfield. Canfield reverses back to Hendrickson. Out to Birch. Picked up by Daniels. Daniels comes through and sends that into the Northfield zone. Puck is sent behind the net to Huseth. Huseth trying to work it down low. Was able to send in Birch in the corner. Birch to Canfield. Canfield out to Hendrickson, but that's off his stick, and that's going to go the length of the ice. So Canfield moves it up ice through a couple players. And we're back to 5-on-5. Got Riley for Northfield coming through the neutral zone with some speed. He works it wide. Knocked off his stick at the blue line, so they'll have to tag up. Hodge sends it over to Villarama. Villarama up to Kashmarzinski. Kashmarzinski makes a move and backhands it in on net. Kashmarzinski cycles it in low. Gargalo battling a Raider behind the net. Hodge at the point. Shot, that's blocked. Another shot, blocked. Daniels gets hauled down. Sticks go flying.
Looked like number 3 of Northfield looked a little shaken up after that collision with Hodge.
Daniels works through a check and sends it in deep. Brady in after it. Comes in at a high hit. No call. Daniels over to Bassano. Bassano up through a bunch of skates.
Looking for Brady there, but
Brady had his back turned. So went through his skates and down the ice. Gavin Clark being the gentleman that he is when he retrieved that puck for the ref and handed it to him. Brady steps in on the faceoff. Puck is won back to the corner. Huseth is able to chip that up and out, but that's just a little bit hard, and that's going to be another ice. You want to do it? Canfield in on this face-off. Huseth loses an edge. He goes down. Kalura there to help. Clark chips it up to Canfield. Off his stick. Northfield's going to regroup. Clark is able to chip that back into the Northfield zone. Kalura in on the forecheck. Oh, almost intercepted by Liam Birch. Loose puck and some skates. Liam Birch trying to work through. He centers it to Huey. Huey, another backhand opportunity. That's blocked before it makes it to the net. Northfield goes cross ice. That's tipped. Villarama soccer kicks that puck up out of the zone. Puck is still loose. Piddock goes over to Villarama. Villarama up to Piddock, but just behind him. And that'll be another ice. Northfield goaltenders playing the statue game. Not moving when the puck was right in front of him.
That was always my favorite part. When there was an icing, it was in my zone. I get to shoot it all the way down to the other side. I was trying to see. I'd always see how far I could get it without someone stopping it, or how high I can get it in the air.
Northfield with possession off the faceoff. At the line, Northfield sends that back in deep. Daniels reverses it to Bassano. Puck pops out in front of the net almost. Daniels gave it back to Bassano a little bit too hard. Northfield comes out of the zone. This is Kennelly. Makes a move to the slot. Shot. Blocker save. Northfield walks up the slot. Goes cross ice to Simon. Simon shot towards the net. That's blocked before it makes it there. Hendrickson knocks his guy to the ice. Kennelly for Northfield has the puck knocked to his stick. Canfield picks it up, comes out of the zone with some speed. Works through one guy. He's taken down and goes into the boards. Canfield trying to split the D on that play. Nice job by Canfield trying to work through a couple defenders. Steps in on this face-off. Puck goes to the corner. Hendrickson tries to center. Oh, goes off a ref skate. Takes a Northfield bounce off of the referee's skate. Luckily, no harm, no foul. Backhanded up into the zone. This pod down by Dinsmore. Ollie Birch giving the Northfield player a couple of whacks, and he's going to go to the box for it.
And yeah, there's going to be number 20 on the Northfield. Check from behind on. Looks like Ethan Daniels in the behind the net.
So that's Oliver Birch going to the box for what I think is a slash, and number 20, Levi Schmidt for Northfield. We'll see what the calls are. But we'll be playing 5-on-5 hockey. We have the Daniels line out. That's Schmidt from Northfield going to the box for Eldween, and Ollie Birch for a slash. Kashmarzinski out to Hodge. Hodge chips that into the near side corner. Kashmarzinski goes in after it. He cycles it down low to Gargalo. Gargalo short side shot, and that's saved by the Northfield goaltender. And Daniel gives a little love tap, and the Northfield player goes over backwards over his goaltender.
I always used to like to make fun of guys who would do that in front of the net, flop right in front of the net. Always tell them that they should get a Grammy Award for Best Actor.
So face off to the right-hand side of the Northfield goaltender. Right, Brady stepping in on the face-off. Northfield moves it up. Number 22 coming through. Bassano tries to hit Clark, picked up by Kalura. He takes the puck wide, drops it for Brady. Kalura behind the net. Brady tries to center. Daniels working along the wall. Northfield's able to collect that puck and come in 2-on-1. Kalura getting back.
Oh!
And that pass was in front of the Northfield player, but Kalura takes out Johnston and the net on his back check.
What an effort by Kalura there, diving, trying to break up that possible cross-crease pass.
Yeah.
Granted, taking out his goalie and his net, but you got to respect the effort.
Yeah, I think that back check from Kalura forced that Northfield pass to be in front of both of them. So he saw Kalura back check and he knew where he had to put it. So Pittock in on the faceoff. Northfield with possession. They send it in deep. They go behind the net. Centering pass is broken up by Huseth. Pittock pins his guy against the boards. You got to be careful with his hand so he doesn't get a hold. Huseth chips it up and out of the zone. Huey trying to find it. Northfield comes back and move it up the middle of the ice. Huseth chips it up. Pittock tries to center, hit Birch. And that's backhanded in all the way in on net and forces the Northfield goaltender to freeze it, and we'll have a face-off with 10:38 left in the third period. So we got the Canfield line out. Kalura filling in for Oliver Birch, who's in the penalty box. Bouncing puck, shot by Canfield. Hodge. Villarama tries a center. It's broken up by Northfield. Puck's in the near side corner. Northfield comes out with that. Stewart for Northfield coming out from behind the net with some speed.
Knocked down by Canfield.
McKennelly comes in, shot. Pad save by Johnston, sent up and out of the zone. No icing as Mayo lifted the stick. Kennelly with a good hustle play for Northfield. Gets a shot on net. Sharp angle shot. That's deflected wide. Kalura sends that up. That's deflected by Northfield, so no ice. Riley moves it over. Tries to hit Wazalewski in the middle of the ice. Broken up. Stewart coming in. Shot. That's wide. Kennelly is just offsides on that play. So Birch and Schmidt will exit the penalty box. We have 9:21 left in the third period. Spartans down 3-1 to Northfield. The Daniels line in. Sean Daniels over to Oliver Bassano. Turned over, and Northfield sends it back in the zone. Daniels rims that puck around. Ethan Daniels picks up that puck. Almost hit his brother streaking up ice. He falls down. Oliver Bassano. Bouncing puck. Sticked by Gargalo. He goes down, and the referees have that, so Spartans are going to go up on a power play. Oliver Bassano cycles that back. Ethan Daniels comes up. He chips it up to Wyatt Brady. Wyatt Brady around one player. He comes in. Oh, has the puck knocked off his stick. He's ridden down on the boards.
Looks like Bassano and who's that, Daniels, getting into it with Northfield guy, probably telling each other how much they like each other and that they hope that each other have a great game. And
yeah, they got to be careful though. I mean, they're on the power play. They don't want to go to the box themselves. And that's Whitman from Northfield going to the box for a trip. Whiteman. So Canfield steps in on this draw. Loose puck at the point. One-on-one coming back in the zone. Daniels is able to knock the puck off and gain possession. He'll cycle that back. Canfield reverses up to Hendrickson. Hendrickson comes through. He's pinched off the puck. He goes hard in the corner. Northfield's able to dig that out and send it back down the length of the ice. Villarama will have to retreat behind his own net and set up on the power play breakout again. He sends it up to Cash Marzinski. Puck's into some skates. Still in some skates. And Oliver Birch is going back to the box for a hook. And that's going to nullify the power play that Spartans had.
looks like he got him for holding.
That was definitely a hook or hold. Could we call it either way. So we're 4-on-4 action. It's a fast, skilled Northfield team. The extra ice usually doesn't work out in favor of the Spartans. So Gargalo in the corner. Puck picked up by Villarama. He tried to go cross ice, and that's broken up by Northfield. So you have 30 seconds left in 4-on-4 action, and then Northfield will have a 1-minute power play. Northfield coming down 1-on-1 against Villarama. Shot. Saved by Johnston. Daniels and Clark, along with Dinsmore and Huseth.
Dinsmore last home game had his first varsity goal, no?
He did, yes. Yep.
That's definitely an exciting accomplishment. I was expecting a better celebration out of him, but in the moment, you probably just were like shocked.
I think he was surprised it went in because it was just a floater towards the net that went in. So we have 5 seconds left in 4-on-4 action, and now Northfield is full strength, so Northfield is going to be on the power play for the minute. Northfield exits the zone. They go cross ice to Stewart. Stewart.
What a save by Johnston.
Tries to go cross. They got a stick on it. I don't know if that ended up on net or if it went wide. Riley
I think Johnston got it crossed and was able to get a blocker on it.
Northfield tries the center. It's able to be broken up by Daniels. Huseth gets tied up with a Northfield player and falls down.
We have too many guys on the, yeah. We had too many guys out on the ice, and I think two of them were trying to get back out on the bench, so.
And we're going to go back to the box. So Northfield's going to tally another goal, and the Spartans will go to the box again. We'll see what the call is. I don't think they got the too many men on the ice. I think it's a different call.
Scored for Northfield at 1:15 in the third period, number 14, Charlie Beckers. Assisted by number 4, Bridger Riley, calling the goal.
Oh, we're playing 5-on-5, so not sure what the penalty is. They haven't announced it yet. Northfield rims that puck around. Sent cross ice. Daniels in after it. So the refs put Colton Huseth in the box, but it's for a 10-minute misconduct, but credited to Jacob Canfield.
That might move him up on the leaderboard for most penalty minutes in the.
Yeah, he was number 3 going into the game, so that could definitely bump it up. Maybe he's asking to get assigned penalties. Northfield cross ice. Dropped back. Dinsmore into the far side corner, moves out to Gargalo. Gargalo tries to chip it up. Deflected in on Johnston, and he'll cover that puck up. Well, Spartans are down 3 goals with 4:30 left in the third period. We have Ethan Daniels stepping in on the faceoff. He wins it back to Dinsmore. Dinsmore wins that puck around. Riley goes cross ice, intercepted by Villarama, who walks through. Kashmierzinski's shot, blocker save. Now we have the Pittock line out. Shots are 30-15 in favor of Northfield. Northfield rims that puck around. Daniels hops the play. Couldn't get a stick on it. Basana goes back. He chips that over to Huey. Huey falls down, moves over to Pittock. Pittock tries to move it to Birch, but that's just ahead of him. Riley comes through the zone, sauces it to his partner. It's chipped in the zone. Pittock comes through and picks up that loose puck. Goes cross ice, flips it out of the zone.
Looking for Liam Birch up there, but was not able to find him.
So loose puck picked up by Clark. Moves it to Sean Daniels. Sean Daniels try to hit Kalura, but that pass is off target, and that'll be an icing, and we'll have a face-off to the right-hand side of Johnston with 2:57 left in the third period. With the Brady line out there. Loose puck on the dot is collected by Northfield. Comes out to the point. They chip it in low. Rimmed around. shot from the point. C&I puck on that one through traffic. Johnston was screened. Couldn't see that coming through and just beat some blocker side high. So that'll make it a 5-1 game with 2:43 left.
Looked like Caden was maybe screened there, possibly got redirected.
Yeah, there's a Northfield forward cutting across his line of sight. And I think he lost the puck momentarily. You know how it goes. Those are C&I pucks sometimes. They just find their way to the back of the net.
Yeah, it's the ones that you can pretty much see the whole way that tend to sneak in behind you.
Shot from the point by Hodge. That's shipped up and out. Hodge turns and fires that to Canfield. Canfield backhands that, trying to hit Birch. Hendrickson falls down the neutral zone as his stick got tied up in his skates. Northfield walks in, tries to one-time it. That goes off target, ends up in the corner. Shot from a sharp angle. Northfield walking through, cycling high. Hodge picks their pocket, moves it over to Gargalo. Makes a nice move with his backhand. And that puck comes out of the zone. Sean Daniels will come back. Gargalo drops it back to Daniels. Daniels into the zone, drops it back to Kazmarzinski. That shot's blocked by Ethan Daniels. Northfield goes cross ice. Broken up by Oliver Pisano. So John Daniels tries to flip that up out of the zone, but it hits the ceiling of Graham 1, and we'll have a face-off with 57 seconds left inside the Spartan zone.
So was this little scuffle at the end of the game last time right at the end of the game, or was it towards like the middle of?
It was towards the beginning of the third period. And I think with section playoffs coming up soon, Northfield doesn't want to take any chances of getting into any suspensions or things like that. So I'm sure there'll be more discipline towards the end of the game. Hodge over to Huey. Huey through the neutral zone with some speed. He goes wide. He stops, sends it in low to Birch, but intercepted by Northfield. Daniels up to Piddock. Piddock goes cross ice to Klura, but just off target. And we have an interference call with 13 seconds left. And number 6 for Northfield, Colton Moreau, is going to the box. So Spartans will finish the game on the power play. Daniels in on the draw. Puck is behind the net. Rung around by Northfield in Villarama's skates. He's able to keep that in. 4 seconds left. And with that, time is going to expire. So Spartans fall to Northfield 5-1. 2 more games left in the regular season. They have Winona on Thursday and Hastings on Friday. Both should be competitive games. So hopefully your Spartans can bounce back from this loss and pick up a couple wins going into playoffs. So we'll catch